I mean, look, I got the old band back together. All the ex-teammates were like 5 feet, where Paul Pierce was like, I called game. A great shot. So, you know, feels like old home week around here, right?
Without a doubt. These are my boys.
Right, there you go. I mean, you guys have had so many crazy games against the Cavaliers. Last-second shots, overtime. Why is it always a thriller when you all get together?
We always say it's playoff style. Like, you know, that's one of the best teams, and you know, to be assembled. You know, you got LeBron who's been in the finals like the last 7 times. You know, so it's always hype behind it. You know, and you always bring your A game when you're playing against the best. So you know, that's kind of how we go back and forth. We know we can challenge them, and they know they challenge us. So you know, it's always a good matchup. We love it. We embrace it.
Yeah, we feel like we their biggest threat. We just got to find a way to get over that hump and meet them in the Eastern Conference Finals. We fell short the year I broke my hand, and last year we lost Game 7, but I feel like we know we can match up with them the best out of anybody in the East.
Do you smell blood with the way they're playing right now?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're going through some adjustments of not having all their players, and then trying to add some new people to their team. But like I said yesterday in our media, you can't, no matter who's on the court or who's playing, got to go out there and compete. And that's what we tend to do sometimes. We play teams that's not as good. We kind of play down to our competition.
Now the East, to me, is wide open this year. I mean, from top to bottom. Boston is dealing with their injuries. Cavs have their issues. Where do you guys see you guys fitting in this year in the Eastern Conference, and what are your expectations of this team?
I feel like we're the best team. Like,
that's something you said in training camp.
Yeah, like that's just
everyone
the way
went
I
crazy,
feel.
by the way, when you said that, but you stand by it.
I always stand by it because, I mean, why would I sit here and say another team is better than my team? I'm not going to sit here and do that. You know, I got confidence in myself and my teammates and what we can bring to our team and what we can accomplish. So I firmly believe that, you know, and like you said, like nothing against Boston and their injuries that they're going through, but that is a downfall, you know. But you know, they're still going to play hard. Cleveland is still going to be there. Toronto's still going to be there. So, you know, for us, we have all of our pieces. We got our core back together. We got playoff experience, so there's really no excuse for us not to take that next step. And it's kind of like we control our own destiny at this point.
When you guys play these regular seasons games against the Cavaliers, is it an opportunity to kind of imprint on them, to get in their head a little bit about what you can do in case you do see them in the playoffs again?
I think just matching up with them, period. Even if it's we win or lose or it's a great game, I think they understand what we can bring to the table. And I think if you look at last year, people might say they did or didn't, but I think they didn't want the number 1 seed for a reason because we would have played them in the second round.
You think that they avoided you in the seeding so they would not have to play
I think
you?
so. I think they wanted to see us in the Eastern Conference Finals, and we fell 1 game short of that. I think we just give them the best matchup problems out of any team in the East.
Now, I look at y'all as a team that just under the radar, nobody gives you guys the respect. Do you feel like y'all are starting to get the respect that y'all deserve?
I think so, you know, but we still gotta prove ourselves, you know, at the end of the day. You know, it's one thing to always want it, you know, and you know, that's always been kind of our MO is just, you know, we gotta get some respect. You know, we're playing against top teams, we're beating these top teams, and you know, we're not getting the recognition we need, but now we have it, you know, so we gotta do something with it, and we know that each and every night we're a targeted team now, you know, so teams are really coming after us and giving us their A game, and we gotta be on our P's and Q's, you know, to the T, you know, so we gotta make sure that we're showing up every night, playing our A game, and really prove and stand behind what we're saying.
So what's going to hold you guys back? I mean, I look at y'all got 3 losses. I think y'all should be at least 7-1 or maybe even 8-0, 6-1. What is it going to take for y'all to take that next step?
It's going to be basically just me and Brad leading. And I think not even offensive, we know we can do that, but it's going to be on the defensive end.
Right.
Whenever we have lapses against those teams that we should beat, it's because we don't come off and get off to a great start. Right. And us being the leaders, when we take that defensive approach to the next level, I think everybody else will follow our lead. But I think that's our only minor setback is if we don't go out there and compete every night, no matter who name or who's on the back of their jersey, we got to go out there and compete. And we do that. Like we played against Golden State, we do that against everybody. We shouldn't have no problems. But if we go out there and play like we did against the Lakers and think we can just walk out there and beat anybody because they don't have a superstar, star player, we're not that good of a team yet.
Let's get to the real important question. What do you miss most about not having Paul Pierce on your team anymore?
Well, for me, it was just his leadership. His leadership, and every time I step in the court, he always told me I was the best player. He made me feel that way, and the way he talked to you, and you can tell he's been through all type of adversities. and you couldn't learn from nobody else but the truth. So it was perfect for me and the perfect timing for me to take the next steps in my career.
I want
I'm
to hear
gonna
the
tell
stories.
y'all, it's been a pleasure. Just I only spent 1 year here, but just to see y'all grow to where y'all are now. Brad, I feel like you're one of the best two guards. You should be in the AllStar Game this year. John, you definitely established yourself as an elite point guard, and it was just an honor for me to just see that and be here and see y'all grow. So I want to let y'all know that.
We were saying before y'all came out, like he only spent a year here, but yet it feels like it was a
just
bigger
like
thing
we had
than a
good
year.
energy, we had a good vibe. It was live.
For sure.
It was lit. It was lit as shit, so.
And you said that he kind of helps you see what you could be. You're the best point guard in the East. Like there's just
In the
no
game.
question about that. I know you want to be the best point guard in the game.
Right.
What do you see as the next step to get there? Or do you think you're there already?
Just doing it on a nightly basis. I mean, some nights I'm gonna have a good scoring night or not. I got to be able to bring it up both ends of the floor. And whenever we're going through adversity through games, I got to be able to lift my team up. And when I'm scoring well or not scoring well, I got to be able to still do everything to make my team feel like we can win the game. I think I have improved on that, but you still can get better at every aspect of the game.
You get these national TV games, these games against teams like the Cavaliers. Obviously, those are stepping stone games. How do you approach you guys as you get to tonight? Because we're going to hype it. We're going to go to break in a minute. We're going to hype everyone up for tonight. Are you able to sleep? Are you able to nap before the game?
For
Are you too hyped?
For sure, for us now, it's cool and calm and collected for us. We already know what we can do on this court. We already know we established ourselves, but we want to be able to put our teammates and get those guys confidence that we can believe we can compete and beat anybody that we play against.
How crazy is it going to be around here?
It's gonna be
It's
loud,
a
man.
Friday night, too.
It's gonna be
So
loud.
Friday night in D.C.
Chocolate City is on
Oh,
tonight.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
be loud
Friday
in
night in
here
D.C. It's going to be incredible here in this building tonight.